इस चैनल पर आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है। Hello students, in the last class we have already discussed the principle of superposition and several important topics of this chapter. So now we would like to discuss about electric field. The electric field signifies the concept that how far a charge is placing effect. How far a charge is placing effect मीन्स किसी भी पॉजिटिव या निगेटिव चार्ज के कितने दूर तक उसका इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट है। इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस चीज़ को बताता है। तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड से हम क्या सिग्निफाई करते हैं कि किसी भी पॉजिटिव या निगेटिव चार्ज से कितने दूरी तक उसका इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट है। So the electric field signifies how far the effect of a positive or negative charge is placed. Positive or negative charge is placed. So a positive or a negative charge create its field around itself. Thus space around the charge in which another charge particle experience a force is said to have electrical field in it. So the measure of electric field is through electric field intensity. Electric field intensity. This physical parameter measures the electric field. This is a vector quantity denoted by vector E. Vector E. So how to define this electrical field intensity? The electric field intensity at any point is defined as the force experienced by a unit positive charge placed at that point. Means किसी भी point पर, सपोज यहाँ पर कोई पॉइंट P है जहाँ एक यूनिट पॉजिटिव चार्ज, सपोज दिस इज Q नॉट, प्लेस्ड है, ये कितना फोर्स एक्सपीरियंस कर रहा है इस चीज़ पर डिपेंड करता है इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी. So the electric field intensity at any point is defined as the force experienced by a unit positive charge placed at that point. मैथमेटिकली हम इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी को कैपिटल ई से डिनोट करते हैं और ऊपर वेक्टर साइन लगा देते हैं. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी एक वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है एंड दैट विल बी इक्वल टू फोर्स divided by Q naught. This is the formula for electric field intensity. or simply intensity. So if Q0 tends to 0, that means the charge is negligible. Then electric field can be written as, if Q0 tends to 0, that means charge is negligible. So the presence of this charge, if Q0 tends to 0, that means the presence of this charge will not affect the source charge. So in this case, the presence of will not affect the source charge Q. And in this case, the electric field will be, field intensity is equal to limit Q0 tends to 0 F divided by Q0. So this is the formula to calculate the electric field intensity in the case if Q0 tends to 0. Now the unit, simply the unit of force is Newton and unit of charge is Coulomb. So this, its unit, SI unit, Newton per Coulomb. This will also be equal to volt per meter also. Volt per meter or joule per Coulomb meter. So these are the units of electric field intensity. Now the dimension of electric field intensity is given by m l t to the power minus 3 a to the power minus 1. This is the dimension of electric field. One is direction of electric field. Direction of electric field. Direction of electric field depends on whether the charge is positive or negative. Whether the charge is positive or negative, and electric field intensity is a vector quantity. So E is a vector. E is a vector. It has magnitude as well as direction, both. So this is vector. So electric field due to positive charge is always away from the charge. Always away from the charge. And electric field due to a negative charge, this charge is positive. This is our source charge that does not alter, and here is our testing charge, this is negative. Then electric field will be towards the charge. Electric field will be towards the charge. So for positive charge, electric field is away from charge. Electric field is away from charge. And for negative charge, electric field is towards the charge. So this is the direction of electric field. Relation between electric force and electric field. electric force and electric field. So, for example, if an electric field E, a charge Q experiences a force F, then force F equal to QE. All are the vectors. Force F equal to QE. Sorry, F and E are the vectors. If charge is positive, then force is directed in the direction of field, and if charge is negative, then force acts on it in the opposite direction of field. That means if charge is positive, then force is directed in the direction of field. मीन्स अगर हमारा चार्ज पॉजिटिव होगा तो जो फोर्स है इस चार्ज पर ड्यू टू द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड वो चार्ज के डायरेक्शन में ही होगा. और अगर हमारा चार्ज निगेटिव है, फोर्स इज डायरेक्टेड इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन. ऑफ द फील्ड. अगर हमारा चार्ज निगेटिव है तो फोर्स का डायरेक्शन फील्ड के डायरेक्शन के अपोजिट होगा. चलिए नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज सुपरपोजिशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. यहाँ पर हम सपोज करेंगे कि किसी ऐसे फील्ड के बारे में जहाँ पर कई सारे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड वर्क कर रहे हैं. किसी ऐसे पॉइंट चार्ज के बारे में जिस पर कई सारे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड वर्क कर रहे हैं. सो द रिजल्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड at any point is equal to the vector sum of all the electric fields at that point due to the various charges. मीन्स कई सारे चार्जेज हैं जिसके वजह से किसी एक पॉइंट पर अगर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है, सपोज ये हमारा पॉइंट हो गया, चार्जेज हैं Q1, Q2 एंड सो ऑन, और इन चार्जेज की वजह से जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है E1, E2, En एंड सो ऑन, तो जो टोटल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस पॉइंट पर होगा दैट विल बी इक्वल टू E इक्वल टू vector sum of individual electric fields E1 plus E2 plus E3. If n number of charges are introduced around that point, then E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus En. So that will be equal to the vector sum of electric field. The term vector sum is important. Vector sum is always differ from scalar sum. You cannot add it directly. In the vector sum, you have to mind the direction also. So vector sum and scalar sum both are the different things. So you have to mind always whether your sum is vector or scalar. So in this case, the total resultant electric field is equal to the sum of individual fields, and the sum is vector sum. So suppose if you have two electric fields are known, E1 and E2. E1 and E2. Suppose this vector is the resultant of these two vectors, E. Then this angle is theta, this angle is alpha. Then you have already studied the resultant of these two vectors will be E equal to root E1 square plus E2 square plus 2 E1 E2 cos theta. So through this formula the resultant of these two vectors will be given, and also tan alpha equal to E2 sin theta divided by E1 plus E2 cos theta. So this is the formula to calculate alpha. अगर आपको हमारा वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो लाइक और शेयर करें। साथ ही साथ वीडियो के नीचे दिए गए लिंक पर जाकर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन प्रेस करें, जिससे आपको हमारे नए वीडियो के बारे में नोटिफिकेशन मिलती है।